Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Highness Said Fahad bin Mahmoud Al Said expresses his satisfaction with the strong bilateral relationship between the two countries and reviews cooperation in economic fields during his reception to His Excellency the Saudi Minister of Environment, Water and Agriculture. The Financial and Energy Resources Council discusses the estimates for preparing the state budget for next year and stresses the importance of continuing control on public expenditure and the development of non-oil revenues. And on the occasion of the 40th anniversary of establishing diplomatic relations between the Sultanate and China, a ceremony is held to mark the inauguration of the memorial of the Sohar ship. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Highness Said Fahad bin Mahmoud Al Said, Deputy Prime Minister for the Council of Ministers, received today His Excellency Engineer Abdul Rahman bin Abdul Mohsen Al Fadli, Minister of Environment, Water and Agriculture for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. After welcoming the guest, His Highness expressed his satisfaction with the strong bilateral relationship between the brotherly countries and with the care exerted by the wise leadership in the two countries. The two parties discussed matters of mutual interest, collaboration in a number of economic fields and promotion for joint ventures between the two countries. From the Saudi side, His Excellency Engineer Abdul Rahman bin Abdul Mohsen Al Fadli stressed on the deep-rooted brotherly and historic relationship between the two countries and on his country's keenness to promote further cooperation with the Sultanate in the implementation of the joint food programs, development of agricultural research and encouraging Saudi entrepreneurs to make investments. The meeting was attended by His Excellency Dr. Fuad bin Jafar Al Sajwani, Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth, and His Excellency Eid bin Mohammed Al Thaqafi, the accredited ambassador of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to the Sultanate of Oman. His Excellency Dr. Fuad bin Jafar Al Sajwani, Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth, discussed with the Saudi delegation headed by His Excellency Engineer Abdul Rahman bin Abdul Mohsen Al Fadli, Minister of Environment, Water and Agriculture for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, cooperation between the two countries in the field of food security and means to promote investment in the field of agriculture, livestock and fisheries. A session of official talks was conducted between the two countries in which they expressed the importance of such bilateral meetings to exchange expertise and knowledge in the fields of agriculture, livestock and fisheries. Both sides stressed the significance of promoting further cooperation in these fields. The Financial and Energy Resources Affairs Council stressed the importance of continuing control on public expenditure and the development of non-oil revenues. The Council reviewed during its fifth meeting, which was headed by the Chairman, His Excellency Darwish bin Ismail Al-Balushi, Minister responsible for Financial Affairs, the status of the budget implementation for the current year and the expected results until the end of the remaining period. Key financial performance indicators for the first 7 months were reviewed, including actual oil prices and revenues, as well as expenditure and deficit levels. The Council also discussed the basis and the estimates for preparing the state budget for the next year, like oil production estimates, international oil price scenarios, the initial estimates for public revenues, expenditure and deficits, as well as the financing sources and levels of public debt. Participants at the Arab Conference for Sustainable Cities, Tamkeen, have sent a cable of thanks and gratitude to His Majesty Sultan Qaboos. They expressed their utmost thanks and gratitude to His Majesty for the warm welcome. The conference came up with a number of recommendations, including stressing the role of smart cities in enhancing sustainable development, activating strategies related to renewable energy, creating a stimulative investment environment in the field of renewable energy, and benefiting from Arab expertise in this field. His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, received at the General Diwan of the Ministry today Major General Jibril Rajoub, Secretary of the Fatah Central Committee. During the meeting, the Palestinian official conveyed an oral message from His Excellency Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas related to the Palestinian cause and several issues of common concern. His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, received in his office today His Excellency Giorgio Vassetti, Ambassador of the Friendly Italian Republic to the Sultanate, to bid him farewell at the end of his tour of duty in the Sultanate. His Excellency, the Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, wished the Ambassador success in his future assignments and the bilateral relations between the Sultanate and the Italian Republic, permanent progress and growth. Still to come in our news bulletin. PGO honours the winners of its Renewable Energy Awards. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. A reception was held in the Chinese city of Guangzhou to mark the inauguration of the memorial of the Sohar ship on the occasion of the 40th anniversary of establishing diplomatic relations between the Sultanate and the People's Republic of China. The reception was held in the presence of His Excellency Dr. Abdulmunim bin Mansour Lassani, Minister of Information, the Vice Chairman of Guangzhou Province, Chinese government officials and the delegation accompanying the Minister of Information. During the ceremony, His Excellency the Minister of Information said in a speech that their ships are anchoring in the modern ports of Guangzhou, just like many Omani ships that anchored in the Chinese ports many years ago. History has written that the Omani Sinbad the sailor, Abdu Ubaidah Abdullah ibn Qasim, was the first Arab sailor to arrive in China in 752 AD. His Excellency pointed out to the royal directives of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos to build a ship similar to the historic ship of Sohar to sail from the city of Sur in Oman on 23rd of November 1980 to break 6,000 nautical miles and reach the city of Guangzhou on 10th of July 1981. An official welcoming ceremony was held for the ship as an ambassador and symbol of friendship between the Sultanate and the People's Republic of China. The meeting of members of the Omani-Chinese Friendship Society stressed the importance of facilitating procedures for obtaining visas between the two countries. The meeting of His Excellency Chen Xuanguang, Deputy Chairman of the National Committee of the People's Political Consultative Conference, with members of the Society, came to enhance trade, economic and investment relations during the upcoming period. The meeting also focused on attracting Chinese tourists to the Sultanate and cooperation in the fields of tourism and scientific and cultural exchange. The promotion campaign on the Special Economic Zone in Duqm affirmed the deep economic relations between the Sultanate and Korea. The campaign also called for further economic and investment partnerships between the two countries. The promotion campaign is organised by the Special Economic Zone Authority in Duqm in cooperation with the Sultanate's Embassy in Korea. In a speech delivered at the Invest in Duqm seminar held at the Korean capital, Seoul, today, His Excellency Yahya bin Saeed Al-Jabri, Chairman of CESAD, said that the existing political and economic relations between the Sultanate and the Republic of Korea are witnessing further progress and growth. The CESA chairman reviewed the economic importance of Duqm due to its strategic location and incentives provided to investors. He called on Korean businessmen to closely familiarise with the projects being witnessed by the zone, as well as its available investments. Petroleum Development Oman held a ceremony to honour the winners of its Renewable Energy Awards. Our reporter Salah bin Kaufan Arapi has more details in the following report.
Enhance awareness on the importance of renewable energy and to encourage innovation among school students in the fields of renewable energy, PDO held a ceremony to honour the winning projects in the Renewable Energy Award.
We have asked ourselves what is next. We have already celebrated these awards, but more importantly, what we are going to do about them. So this is actually now ongoing discussion between us and the Ministry of Education, whereby we decided to invite also other key stakeholders into this process, like the National Technology Fund, National Business Center, Riyadh, and the likes who are actually interested in SMEs development. Then we will actually assess those projects and decide which one actually can go further and what kind of support they need across the value chain of their development.
The winning projects included a number of applications and innovations that tackle clean energy and the use of renewable energy in daily life.
I am so happy to win this award. My project name is Tarshid, which is about how to reduce using non-renewable energy and to raising awareness to live in a healthy environment.
Sustainable drying furnace. It's about washing and drying dates. Winning this award means a lot to me. It opens a new horizons for me.
I am so happy to win this award. Track Eraser is a whiteboard eraser with a generator that produces electricity by converting the has-kind connected energy into mechanical power.
This award is dedicated towards creating a community of innovators among school students who will contribute to conserving the environment. These students have turned their dreams into reality, and this will inspire other students to engage in renewable energy projects to serve our beloved Oman. For the Sultanate of Oman Television, Salih bin Khalfan al-Rahbi, Muscat.
His Excellency Qin Qiaoguang, Deputy Chairman of the National Committee of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, and his accompanying delegation visited the National Museum. They got acquainted with historical manuscripts and models that embody the deep-rooted architectural arts of Oman. Chen Qiaoguang, Vice Chairperson of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, and his delegation, accompanied by the Deputy Chairman of the Shura Council and the Chinese Ambassador to the Sultanate, visited the Sultan's Armed Forces Museum in Beit al-Falaj Fort today. Brigadier Salam bin Ahmad al-Hinai, Head of Military Protocol and Public Relations, led them in a tour to various sections of the museum. The guest viewed the historic manuscripts and models, as well as the Omani architecture in Beit al-Falaj Fort. He was briefed on the progress enjoyed by the SAF during the prosperous reign of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces. At the end of the visit, the guest signed the visitor's book, expressing his delight at viewing the ancient Omani heritage and history, as well as landmarks of progress and growth in the Sultanate. An annual event to be held as part of the national and global awareness campaign for breast cancer, the Pink Ribbon and annual walkathon, will be conducted. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubai.
To create awareness for all cancers, especially breast cancers, and to remember the victims of cancers, a walkathon will be organized to be held next month. In preparation for the same, Oman Cancer Association conducted a press conference to announce the detail of the 15th annual walkathon, planned to take place on 30th of October 2018, 4 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. at Al Qarm Municipal Park. Speaking on this year's event, which has been organized under the theme I Care, Dr. Wahid Al Kharousi, President Oman Cancer Association, said, Every year, the month of October is dedicated to raise awareness nationally and globally for breast cancer, and also to remember the victims of breast cancer, their families, and to further support and assist in the rehabilitation of the cancer survivors. The Oman Cancer Association annually organizes a number of events during this period as part of the awareness campaign Pink Initiative. The walkathon is the culmination of this month-long Pink Initiative and is pivoted to create awareness on all cancers. Hence, your participation in the walk on Tuesday the 30th of October 2018 is crucial and necessary. Bring your friends and family to this enjoyable and important meet. Join the team and support cancer advocacy campaign. Give strength to the victims and their families. Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Cloudy skies will prevail over the coastal areas of the Governorate of Dhofar and its nearby mountains, with chances of intermittent drizzle. The rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies with chances of cloud accumulation and scattered rainfall over the Hajar Mountains. Low clouds and fog late at night and early morning are expected over the coasts of the Arabian Sea and Sea of Oman. Winds will be southeasterly light to moderate. Seas will be slight to moderate with a maximum wave height of 1.45 metres. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Highness Syed Fahad bin Mahmoud Al Said expresses his satisfaction with the strong bilateral relationship between the two countries and reviews cooperation in economic fields during his reception to His Excellency the Saudi Minister of Environment, Water and Agriculture. The Financial and Energy Resources Council discusses the estimates for preparing the state budget for next year and stresses the importance of continuing control on public expenditure and the development of non-oil revenues. And on the occasion of the 40th anniversary of establishing diplomatic relations between the Sultanate and China, a ceremony is held to mark the inauguration of the memorial of the Sohar ship. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, thank you for watching and enjoy the weekend.